Morning, guys. Got the coffee up. Got the oatmeal up. Sun's starting to come up. Oh, it's amazing when that ball of fire crests that horizon right there, how much warmer it gets out here. It's chilly. We got down in the 40s last night, which isn't super cold, but I don't know if you can hear the birds around, but they sure, well, they don't really ever go to sleep. The chirper ones do, but other birds, you can hear them all night. Owls, there's got to be so many owls out here, it's crazy. It's a beautiful sound. Heard a turkey, wild turkey this morning. He was over in that direction, over towards marsh. Tent did okay. Got kind of saggy on me. I gotta figure out. I know it has tie outs on the ends. I probably should have used those, but it certainly lost some of its tension. I tied out the back over there. It helped out some. But it did good. Sleep system did good. Slept good. Probably got, I don't know, maybe 6 hours sleep, something like that. Maybe 7. Body woke up at 5:30 just like it always does. And gonna break down camp. We're actually gonna eat breakfast. Let that alcohol stove finish burning. It'll sit there and burn for 20 minutes. Good little stove. Have to make sure the burnt ground up under it is out. That wouldn't be good. We're gonna start packing up camp slowly. Brought that water up to a boil just to be safe, even though it's filtered. The gear that I cooked the pot that I cooked the pasta in last night. Sanitize it real good, spoon, all that good stuff. Just to be safe. So, turned out to be a beautiful morning. I'm sure it'll be a beautiful day. And got about 6 miles to go. So we'll pack up camp, turn you back on when we start rolling. Okay, guys. Day 3. Camp's all packed up. That's where the tent was. Packs packed up. Boots. Sandals for the crossing. Not really looking forward to the crossing. That's okay. It's not bad. I mean, I'm going to roll my pants up. Hopefully they'll stay up. If not, it'll be a funny video to watch. So, map-wise, before we get too terribly far into this, put my eyes on so I can read. So right now, we're about right there. Once we cross over, I know that road crossing because I've hiked from there to there before. Then we'll go down to Parsons Mountain Lake. Then the long stretch home. So, done the math a few times. Looks like it's about 6 miles. So, we'll turn you guys on at the crossings, and hopefully it goes well. Pack doesn't seem any lighter, even though I've eaten food and not carrying an extra 20 ounces of water or whatever it is, but that's okay. Tent did good. Got a little floppy on me last night with the sides and stuff like that, but I'm sure it'll turn out good. We'll turn you guys back on shortly. Last walk down to the creek, or Long Cane Creek, and that was a nice place to camp. I liked it better than the first night just because this little bit of, I don't know, maybe 4, I don't know, probably 8 feet. Up there is probably 20 feet of elevation. Just get you out of this floodplain. And just, it's nice to camp somewhere that doesn't go squish when you camp, or when you walk. The last trip down here, check out my other video on the, I guess it was from Trailhead G down to here. It's just a neat hike. It's a really nice day hike, even if you hike in, hike out same day. But a lot of wildlife down here. If you're into birds, I don't recognize a lot of the birds I see, but man, you can hear them. They're talking. They know it's spring. It's kind of funny. Somebody's gonna come down here on a mountain bike, and they're gonna come to this section right here, and each one of these sets of footprints is a trip back and forth to the camp, and they're gonna go, what in the world? Fantastic dinner last night. I'm not gonna lie, the Alfredo was a little bland. Could use a little bit of salt. But that's okay on a trip like this. I'll take bland. So I'm gonna roll up my jeans or my pants so they look like knickerbockers, and we'll turn you back on as I cross. All right. Knickerbockers engaged. If I was a real YouTuber, I would set the camera down, walk across, let you guys see it, and then come back and get the camera. I don't know if I'm a real YouTuber or not. Hopefully you got that. Really the only pucker factor was right as you start going up the other side, it got really slick, which is why I kind of baby stepped it. This is kind of a metal grate. It's put down over what looks like an I-beam of sorts. And I could just imagine that grate breaking through in a place and your foot going through it. Oh my gosh, that would hurt. That would be like a tetanus shot in a can. Water's chilly. Right here. This is where it got slick. That bothered me a little bit. Okay, Long Cane Creek Bridge, steel bridge, done. All right, I'm gonna sit down, dry my chute feet off, put my socks and boots back on, and then we'll head on down the trail. Talk to you in a bit. So I know this because I've hiked this before, but you come up to this junction, well-used path going up that way, Willie's path going that way, and it does say H to the right, but this way right here goes up to kind of a turnaround on a Forest Service road that fundamentally comes out the same place we're going. I came in from this direction one day and hiked it, but we're going trail. But if you're looking for not an easy way out, but a gravel way out, go up that way, and just right up there, 200 yards is a turnaround. It's a nice parking area if you want to do a day hike or something down in this area too. It's not even, I don't know, maybe a quarter mile from where I camped. I don't know how well it'll come up on the video, but there's a huge beaver dam down there. That is why you filter water. Hey guys, about 30 minutes later, coming up on the road crossing, and this is the end of the section that I've hiked before. As I said earlier, I came in and hiked from here down to Long Cane a while back. This is a pretty busy road for a backcountry road. Cars fly down it. So I've got H, and then I goes to the right towards Parsons Mountain. So let's see how far down this busy road we have to hike, and we'll turn you back on. No road sign for it, but I saw this interesting split rail fence right here. I'm going back the other direction, by the way. Right there, and thought, huh. But I see on that tree a white blaze. So there's another white blaze. So coming down through here, don't cross the bridge. And I see another white blaze right there. That's what made me think. Just kind of odd there's no trail sign right here. But I'm sure glad I didn't go walking up that way a long ways. Huh. Anyway, off to the right, or left. I'm going to spin you back around so you can see it. And I do see a mountain bike thing right here, so I'm assuming this is the right one. I have a car behind me. Van. That's what appears to be a white blaze, as well as a track. So I'm assuming this is the way. Now, one thing I didn't look at was I did not look at on the map elevation gain between here and Parsons Mountain. One would assume because we're going up a mountain that it would be uphill. But we just hit H, which is right there, and just maybe a mile to Parsons Mountain Lake, and then we turn back to the east at I. So hopefully this is the right way. If not, I don't know, we'll figure something out. Turn you back on in a bit. But we do have white blazes. I saw 2 white blazes, right? Still incline. So it feels like we're going up Parsons Mountain, and that looks like a blaze. Look like a blaze to you guys? Okay. Have faith, right? This over here looks to have just gone through a controlled burn, or maybe uncontrolled, where they used this trail as a fire break. probably between this trail and the road. Hopefully, it's kind of two white blazes. Let's see. Assuming this is a controlled burn. Interestingly enough, still got a smolder over there. Yeah. Wish I had some marshmallows. Okay. So back to single white blazes. And boy, that does not sound like a Forest Service road. Well, I guess it's not Forest Service road, it's State Road 1251. Okay, so it's not a Forest Service road. So we're getting ready to cross over that. Then a short jaunt over to Parsons Mountain Lake. So, uphill from, let's see, uphill from Trailhead H to this state road, and presumably a little more uphill to Parsons Mountain Lake. Then I would expect downhill on the other side of Parsons Mountain. But we'll see. But yeah, went back to single white blazes instead of those doubles. So just be careful when you're crossing that road back there. There's no sign for it. Just look off to the, I guess it would have been the left, and you'll see a kind of that split rail I showed you. Who knows if the tire will still be there. And then kind of look off in the woods and you'll see a couple of white blazes. Pick up that trail right there. Yeah. That's a tough one though. Just glad I didn't go walking up that road that much farther. Hey, I changed shirts. How about that? Days 1 and 2 were the blue shirt. Day 3 is this kind of a greenish color. Yeah, feel like a new man. Oh yeah, this is a, oh, it's J. I didn't even remember seeing a letter on there. I guess I did. No, that means J straight ahead, because that's J right there. Okay. Parsons Mountain Lake will be I. It's always fun when you hit a, mosquitoes are bad out here. It's always interesting, or tough when you hit a recreation area like Parsons Mountain, because the trail tries to follow paved roads. But at this state road, turn left, and you can kind of see the trail sign on the other side. Ducking back in. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Good deal. We'll turn you back on at what I think will be Parsons Mountain Lake. Okay guys, so switched over to the Olympus. It says my SD card's full on my DJI. Changing over, coming into Parsons Mountain, see a tent over there, RV over there, some campsites, picnic tables. So I'm assuming this is the entryway into Parsons Mountain Lake. And I'll probably stop in a minute and just change that SD card out, just because I know how annoying it is to see the shaky video here. So, turn you back on in a bit. So Parsons Mountain Lake, there goes a great blue heron flying across. Probably can't see that. But I'm assuming there are no trail signs. I'm assuming we take a left right here. There used to be some kind of sign. Day use area. Neat looking place. But like I said, the wiggy thing about places like this is they never signed them as far as trail signs. So I looked at the map and it looks like you go across a spill well. Mosquitoes out here bad. So I'm going to go across the spill well. And we'll see if there's a trail sign on the other side that tucks back in the woods. Feels like it tucks back in the woods, and I don't know. We'll see. Maybe the huge white thing on the side of the bridge is a blaze. There's another one right there, though. I think it really just means don't hit the bridge. Let's check this out. That's a lot of concrete, man. Pretty lake. Picnic tables all along the side. Little boat ramp right here. Probably one of those electric motors only. Look at this. Man. Somebody spent some money in concrete there. Wow. Okay, guys. So when you come into Parsons Mountain, you don't go across the bridge, across the spill well. You just hook, I guess it would be to the left at these trash cans, and this cuts back into the woods right here. I looked at the map and saw that it was on this side of Muckway Creek, which is which isn't the other side of the spill well. So that would have been bad. There's a couple of trails on the other side of the spill well, which probably just go around the lake. So be careful about that. This is another one that it's a little tricky. We came down that way, cut across this little field right here with the trash cans and stuff, and then we tucked back into the woods. It's this little sign right here. It does say horse trail, see a white blaze. So this is where we're going, and it's on the correct side of Muckway Creek. So just be careful with that. Okay, guys. Coming out of Parsons Mountain Lake. Maybe a quarter mile, something like that. Come up and hit a Forest Service road. They need to go back to double white blazes. Something to be said for consistency. I don't think that's just for turns either. Sign. So straight across. Going down in. Looks like that just came down. Whew. That would have been bad. A little bit of all-terrain action here. There we go. Onward. Not too terribly far past that road crossing. Come upon this little place. There's a fence on that side. You can see the dirt road going up that way. Nice flat area down through here. Oddly enough, the trail has gravel up under it. You can feel it, even though the leaves are over it. It's just really odd. Looks like they came in and dumped gravel. Maybe it was a really marshy area. But a few stacks of stones over there, which either means this was an old home site, that's probably what it means. Be a nice area, a little creek down there, get some water out of. Wouldn't be a bad area to camp in, to be honest with you. I haven't looked at the creek. Make sure it looks decent. Yeah. You could make a nice fire pit out of that rock. Somebody may have. Can't tell. Pretty area. I think the word's undulating, ups and downs, through there, through deciduous. Then we pop back into a big clearing. Looks like we're getting ready to tuck back into some pine. And it looks like there's a trail that goes this way. So we're gonna follow it and see what happens. Yeah, I see a white blaze over there. Well, this would be a neat place to camp. Put your tent out on the side over here. You can see some stars on a clear night. That'd be nice. So walking through pine forest, just heard a car barreling down a road, which I'm assuming, excuse me, which I'm assuming is this road right here. So if it is, not too much farther to J. I think we're doing all right. Turning back on at the road crossing. So you cross over from there. Just saw some folks on horses, and that looks like a fainted white blaze. So we're going to go down through here and hope we're at the right place. I see mountain bike trip or trail, and I guess that's where they came from too. So came upon that little gravel road. And just looking for a white blaze. A lot of horse hoof prints. Well, I don't know how you'd find your way back through there. I would have been confused. This is a trail. Whether it's the trail or not, I don't know. So I haven't crossed there's a big road right there. Haven't crossed that yet. So maybe that's coming. We'll turn you back on. So there are the remnants of a white blaze. And I think I see one further up. So I think we're okay. But back at that gravel road, just go straight across. Don't cross this big road over here on the left. Go straight across the gravel road, and it kind of cuts back to the right. And I think we're back on the trail. Little ways to J. So the trail follows the road for a good ways. It was like a quarter mile, half mile, something like that. And finally, come across, find the trail. The ladies on horseback back there, I met there were two ladies on horseback, said they were going to do the whole 21 miles, which is awesome. That's a stretch. That's a long ways. But wish them the best. You can see right here, trail tucks back in, goes across. She said the trail crossed the road, went down across the bridge. See, that's where it'd be nice. I mean, there's an arrow pointing that way on the road. I guess that could be a clue. But like right here, I mean, I guess the map would tell me. But it's nice to have a sign on the other side of the road coming out pointing in this direction. Anyway, that's the purpose of these videos. Well, A, to document my travels, and B, to kind of help folks. If you're going on this trip, just make notes. Turn right at road, cross bridge. In theory, the trail dumps back into the woods up here on the left. I think I see a pullout. Turning back on then. Haven't looked at the map, but I think by the size of it, that's probably Long Cane Creek right there. I'll look at it and see. So yeah, sure enough, sign that I'm looking for, J. I'm assuming the trail follows this little road right here for a little ways. So we'll check it out. It's about 11:30. I'm going to stop in a minute and just take a break. Plus I got to swap out water bottles. So I think from J to Fell Hunt Camp's about 2 miles or 2.2 miles. So we're getting close. We're getting real close. second because I didn't see any hoof prints. But sure enough, we're at J. B, 2.1 miles. So we're getting close. I'm gonna stop, drop the pack, swap the water bottles, take a break. Turn you back on in a bit. All right, 2.1 miles. We can do this. So I know it's way too early for a victory lap, but overall good hike. Really good hike. It's varied terrain. I mean, I'm going up now, but it's not all uphill, it's not all downhill. Oh, it's my jacket. Varied terrain, some through deciduous like this, some through pine forests, just a little bit on roads, not bad. But good hike, definitely well worth doing. It's not, well, for me at this state, it's not easy. I would have thought these mileages would have been easier, but right now I'm probably still, I don't know, 20 pounds overweight, something like that. So, not sure I would do it in the dead of summer. A very good fall hike when it starts cooling off a little bit. When the leaves are changing. Be a really nice hike to do then. Or like right now, spring. I don't think I would do it in the dead of summer. Maybe dead of winter. But you gotta pack heavier in the winter. So, anyway. Turn you guys back on. I think Mr. Map got a few. That was Long Cane Creek we went under right there. Got a few road crossing a little ways up, but outside of that, it looks like pretty much forest land. One road crossing, 537 looks like, Forest Service Road. But 2.1 miles. We'll turn you back on if something interesting comes up. If not, we'll definitely turn you on at the end. Told you guys, getting lazy. Right back there, trail comes down. You take a left, and that's a sign right there that says horse trail. So you come on down this little road, which is that Forest Service Road, that first Forest Service Road. Let's see. That used to be something. I don't know what. My speculation is that this up here is our sign. Tucked back in the woods. I think I see a white blaze. It's always welcome. So we're not going to J, I don't think. That says J. Maybe that itself. No, because Trailhead J is on the map. Huh. Or that was back at the road crossing. Anyway, this is something. I think it should say B this way. Or else I'm way behind where I think I'm at. I don't think I am, though. I know I'm not. Alright, we got a white blaze. Let's go. Hey guys, so switching back over to the Olympus. Low battery on the DJI again. So maybe 5 minutes up from the questionable J trail sign. Absolutely beautiful area to camp. Look at this, got this little creek flowing. A little bit of flat area up in here. Maybe even over here on the creek bank. That'd be nice. Just a note. Not gonna complain about this too much at all. Pretty place to camp. Man, pretty. So from Stillhouse Creek up maybe a mile, I guess it is, it's all uphill. Which doesn't surprise you when you're coming out of the Long Creek Valley, I guess it is. Then finally hit in a stand of pines what looks like a little bit of level trail. So just mental note, coming out of Stillhouse Creek right there at Trailhead J, pretty much all uphill. Not bad, but just steady. Straight ahead, guys, I see a field. Remember 2 days ago? There's a field at B. Think I see it. So guys, the trail starts over there, cuts all the way around this field. Beautiful field. Then just like that, we're back at the bench. I think we saw this yesterday or 2 days ago. Look at this. C is that way 2 miles. This is B. J is that way 2.1 miles. And I'm assuming, if my memory serves me correctly, that is out. So I'm gonna do a wrap up here versus back of the truck like I normally do. I think the truck is 1/10 of a mile that way. But I'd like to thank you for joining me on this. It's been an absolutely fantastic hike. It was tough, like I said, given the mileages, roughly 7 miles a day, something like that. But it was good. Really good camping the first night, really good camping second night, and good hiking all 3 days. So if you feel led, subscribe. I love it. My number of subscribers are going up slowly but surely. And just want to close out by saying thank you, gracias, and Danyavad. I do appreciate it. Take care, guys.